Hello everyone, welcome back to the Evoverse. This time, we're talking about the craft that let me win as a world champion. The Dragon Craft. There's going to be a lot of interesting deck in here. Without further ado, let's talk about it. First, Tempo Dragon. Okay, for this craft, I might be pampering it a bit, but believe me, I really love this type of deck till I make a really new type, a Tempo Dragon, which is you might never heard it before in the Shadowverse Evolve. But the main point of this deck is being flexible in any conditions and do a lot of tempo according to your play points. Basically, this deck is quite similar to the Control Dragon, but this one is more straightforward. But when your opponent don't know what you're doing, you can score the game safely. I think get additional Garyu is very strong in this variant, since he can give every follower in your field a ward. You may think that's no good, but I think that's quite vital in Dragon. Okay, for example, imagine a board where you summon a Garyu, evolve him, and then you put Rhino. You mill 4, you get another Rhino, so it becomes 6 and 7, and it has ward from Garyu. Your opponent must be focusing to handle the Rhino first instead of Garyu. If they not handle the Rhino but clear the Garyu first, they will receive another 6 damage to their face, instead of Garyu, which only has 4 damage at that time. But if they clear the Rhino, you got the chance to shuffle your deck, and the next turn just spam another threatening followers to distract your opponent's focus again, and repeat until you win. Having Villain in here is also very nice, since you can prevent one follower your opponent have to attack or engage active event next turn, which very vital for Dragon to fight against any aggro deck. Thanks God you making this card exist. And also, Dragon Chef or Sibyl can also become a no-brainer pick that you should add it to your deck if you want. They has a good start and effect for tempoing. I do believe this deck can still be adjusted to your liking, and you can add some tech card or maybe another tempo such as Neptune, Aqua Scale Stalwart, Bahamut, and Wind God of the Sky. And some of you might already know that since BP05, I'm already using this variant, and there is one card that I really love from there, Colossal Construct. You can return 5 cards into your deck, shuffle it, and deal 5 damage, and it has ward with 6 and 7 stats. Returning 5 cards and shuffle the deck is very vital for dragons. Aggro Face Dragon. Yes, as the name said, just hit your opponent's face each turn with your follower. A quite simple aggro deck for Dragoncraft. A combo of Lyriel and Apostle of Craving, Goblin packages, and our new toys, Ice Dancing Dragonite and Flame Winged Might. Those cards are pretty crazy additional by itself. With one cost, you can give your follower +2 attack. And don't forget a must-added card in this deck, our beloved Dark Dragon's Forte. I know, you might questioning why I added Phoenix Empress here. Let me give you an insight. This deck is focusing on aggroing, so we don't need a lot of play points to do that. So losing 1 or 2 play points at 5 or 6 play points is still fine, since our cards are all low cost. Like if they deal damage to the Phoenix Empress twice and you revive her, next turn they're going to have 5 to face, and then at the turn 6 you can summon Dark Dragon Forte, evolve her, or maybe Electro Magical Rhino, or maybe Neptune. Dude, I don't know, this deck has a lot of potentials. The problem on this deck is only this deck has a very low health stat, which might get knocked out very quickly if your opponent keeps spamming removal to you. And I really love how Babshata works in this deck. Basically, Babshata can cover almost every weaknesses of the aggro deck. The third one, Disdain Dragons. As you're a Galmilk lover, I present to you your favorite deck. Additional villains packages to the deck give this den a way to survive even more and able to withstand a lot of threat. Not much different from previous BP05 deck list, since I do thought that this deck is still powerful enough by themselves, and you can subtitle them with some tech cards such as Ice Dancing Dragonaut, Rhino, Jet Long Tactician, Jerabane, still a lot more. And if you like, you can combine this den archetype with the discard ones, or maybe even to PDK one, but I think that's the matter of preference, because I personally like this den stand still by themselves because they're already strong enough, and I think combining it with other archetype is going to make them quiet, bricky, and less consistency, and oftenly your apostle of this den can weave cards because you combine it with the other type. But what fun from this deck is this deck has its own charm and consistency gameplay. Well, might not the best, but still, if you like to deal damage to your opponent directly, this one deck is the best in my opinion. And I do believe you can make a lot of various build in here, which likely the best for you. Okay, that's it for the Dragoncraft. I know some of you might be wondering, are these decks really going to be worth? Try it yourself and let me know what do you think about it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next video.